In this video, we're going to show you how to replace an exhaust manifold on your Ram 1500. This is going to be located on the side of the motor. Let's get started. Using a 22mm socket, remove all of the lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Using an 8mm socket, we're going to go up and remove the 3 bolts. And that's our mud flap. Going to hinge that down but leave it attached on bottom. Using a trim tool, we're going to remove the 2 stays out of our fender liner. Just pop it back. We have a plastic clip all the way in the top. Using a pair of clip pliers, we're going to reach up, grab our plastic clip, and remove it. We have 2 more 8mm screws. And we have 2 more all the way in the front. This bolt is stuck in the clip in the back, but it is out of our fender liner, so this is going to stay here. On yours, go ahead and remove it. We have 1 more clip in the front. We use our pliers. Remove the clip. Remove the fender liner from the fender. We're going to peel it back and out. And remove the fender liner. Using a 10mm socket, we're going to remove the nuts for the heat shield. Starting on the bottom rear. I used a bit of heat and some penetrating fluid on this one. We have 1 last one on the bottom right here. Again, I used some heat and some penetrating fluid. And the heat shield actually sheared off of the bolt on that one. Remove the shield once you have all 4 nuts removed. Using a 15mm socket, remove the 2 exhaust bolts going to the manifold. The nut on the back side of the exhaust manifold let go on the welds, so I'm going to use a 14mm wrench. And I'm going to hold that still while I remove the bolt. Do the same thing on the top bolt. Remove the bolt. This bolt right here and this bolt on the bottom are going to be a 13mm socket to remove. We're going to remove the bottom one. Our bottom stud is actually coming out with our shield nut. Remove the stud. The same thing on top. We have 2 more 13mm studs in the rear, one on bottom and one on top. We're going to go after the bottom one first. Remove the stud. If your top stud is intact, go ahead and remove that now. Since the head of ours is missing, we will remove that after we remove the exhaust manifold. Now we have 5 10mm bolts to remove. There's 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and then 1 all the way in the front. We're going to move to the 2 on the top. We have our last 10mm all the way in the front. And at this point, this is the only bolt holding on this exhaust manifold. So as you're undoing this, keep a hand on it so it doesn't just fall. Remove the bolt. I'm going to use a pry bar to help me pull this exhaust manifold off of the last stud in the back. I'm going to remove the gasket. Remove the exhaust manifold. Our exhaust stud in the back was snapped off at the head, so we're going to use a round off socket and remove it. We're going to take a clean rag with some parts cleaner and we're going to wipe down the mating surface on our new exhaust manifold. And we're also going to go through and we're going to clean the mating surface on the head of the motor. We're just going to wipe off the coating that they put on when they shipped it. Do the same thing on the motor. If you have heavy corrosion or buildup around these, you can use a light abrasive and go around. What you want to do is avoid marring the surface or creating any deep scratches that could let a leak by. Go through and clean all 4 ports. We're going to install our new exhaust manifold. We're going to start by installing our new gasket. We're just going to kind of get that up into place. Install the exhaust manifold. Get it lined up. And I'm going to get my front bolt started. We're going to get our front bolt started through our exhaust and gasket. We're going to get it installed into the exhaust on the rear and get that front bolt started. Get that front bolt started. We're going to get our top front bolt in, and it's going to be one of those 13mm ones. Then we're going to have two 10mm bolts. And then all the way in the rear, we have one more of those 13mm. We're going to go through and snug down all of the bolts. Just get these kind of snug, but don't tighten them down until we have all of them snug down. Get all the bolts snug down. Go around and torque all of the 10mm bolts to 18 foot-pounds. I'm going to do this in a cross pattern. Started it in the back left on the top. We're going to do the front on the bottom. We're going to get the one all the way in the front. Go around and do the same thing for the 13mm head bolts, torquing them to 18 foot-pounds. Install the two exhaust bolts. Get the nut started on the back side. Do the same on the bottom. Using a 17mm wrench, I'm going to hold the head of the bolt while using a 14mm socket to snug down the nut. Go back and forth, tightening these down. You want your flange to sit nice and square. Install the heat shield, and we're going to get the bottom started first. Once you have the bottom installed, move up to the top. And install the heat shield. Get all of the nuts started. Snug down the bolts for the shield. Just get them nice and snug. Install the fender liner. Tuck it up behind . Reach into the back and grab that harness. We're going to install the plastic stay to the fender liner. Install the clip up into place. Be sure that it's fully seated. Do the one in the front of the fender liner as well. Install the clip in the front of the fender liner. Install the 2 screws in front. Make sure you snug that one down. That one's broken for us. Install the 2 screws going up through the fender liner. We're going to install the mud flap. I'm going to get all of my screws started and then snug them down. Be sure you get this last screw through the bottom of the mud flap if you have it. Install the wheel. Get all the lug nuts started. And snug them down. Torque the wheels to 130 foot-pounds in a star pattern. and you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.